Welcome to the explainer. You know how YouTube just magically knows the perfect next video for you? Or how Netflix seems to read your mind about what movie you're in the mood for? Well, that's not magic. It's machine learning. And today we're giving you the official roadmap to get started in this seriously exciting field. Let's jump in. Think about it for a second. How do self-driving cars see the road? It sounds like something straight out of science fiction, right? But the answer is machine learning. It's the tech that lets a car see and understand the world around it, spot pedestrians, and navigate through traffic. And that's just scratching the surface of what it can do. And really, it's not just in futuristic cars. Machine learning is pretty much woven into everything we do online. It's the engine behind those movie recommendations, it's the guard that keeps spam out of your inbox, and it can even help predict the price of a house you're looking at. It's the silent, powerful force behind so much of the smart tech we take for granted every single day. So, what is this stuff really? Well, to put it simply, machine learning is a way we teach computers to learn from experience, kind of like we do. Instead of a programmer writing thousands of rules for every single situation, we just feed the computer a ton of data and let smart algorithms find the patterns on their own. It's all about learning from data, not from explicit instructions. Okay, so you're intrigued, right? Awesome. Now, before we really hit the road on this journey, we need to pack a toolkit. Let's go over exactly what you'll need to get started. And trust me, I've got some really good news for you right off the bat. Let's just clear the air on this one right now because it's probably the biggest myth that scares people away. You do not need to be some kind of math wizard to get into machine learning. Seriously. You just need to be willing to learn the basics as you go. The key is focusing on what you need, when you need it. And if you look here, you can see the entry requirements are actually pretty reasonable. For math, we're talking basic concepts like probability and stats, not advanced calculus. For programming, Python is the way to go. It's easy to read so you can focus on the what and not get bogged down in the how. And the rest? It's really just about thinking logically and knowing your way around a computer. That's your ticket in. Okay, toolkit's packed, you're ready to go. Now, let's look at the actual map. This is the step-by-step guide that's going to take you from being a curious beginner to a totally capable practitioner. So here it is, your 6-step journey. Now, in this explainer, we're really going to hone in on those first few critical steps. Getting your Python tools down, understanding the core algorithms, and, this is a big one, the absolute importance of building projects. The other steps, like diving deeper into stats and building a full portfolio, will come naturally once you have this foundation. So, step 1, Python and your data tools. Your first mission is just to get comfortable with the basics of Python. After that, you'll meet your 3 new best friends. NumPy for handling numbers, Pandas, which is basically like a spreadsheet on steroids for organizing all your data, and Matplotlib for creating charts and graphs to actually see your data. These are your essential workshop tools. Now, once you can handle the data, we jump to step 3, the algorithms. This is where the real learning happens. These are the brains of the operation. You'll start with 2 main flavors. There's supervised learning, where you show the model labeled examples, kind of like flashcards for a computer. Then there's unsupervised learning, where you just give it a bunch of data and it has to find patterns on its own. The goal here is not to memorize formulas. It's to build an intuition for which tool is right for which job. And that brings us to what is, honestly, probably the single most important step in this whole process: building stuff. Theory is one thing, but you don't really learn until you get your hands dirty. Start with the classics, like a house price predictor or a spam filter. Every single project you finish makes you better and gives you something real you can point to and say, I built that. So, you've followed the map, you've built some cool projects. Where does this road actually lead? Let's take a little peek at the amazing career destinations that open up once you've got these skills under your belt. The career doors that open up are just huge, and they're expanding every single day. You could be a machine learning engineer building the systems, a data scientist finding hidden insights, or even specialize in something super cool like understanding human language or computer vision. These are jobs right on the cutting edge of technology. And hey, the outlook is pretty fantastic. The demand for these skills is through the roof, which means the salary potential is also really high. But look at that last bar. The future growth is just off the charts. This isn't just a temporary trend. It's a massive shift in how the world works. Learning this stuff is basically future-proofing your career. All right, before we wrap this up, I want to leave you with a few final, really important tips to make sure you get off to a great start on your journey. Think of these as your travel hacks.
First up, don't try to learn everything at once. You'll just get overwhelmed. Pick one thing, whether it's a Python concept or a single algorithm, and really focus on understanding that before you move on to the next thing.
Tip 2. Consistency is everything. Just like going to the gym, a little bit of practice every day is way more effective than one marathon session once a week. Make it a habit. And I'm going to say this one more time because it's that important. Do not fear the math. You will pick up the concepts you need as you need them, usually when you're working on a real project. Focus on the practical application, not the theory. And ultimately, just remember this. The whole point of learning all this is to create solid proof of what you can do. Your projects, that's your portfolio. And believe me, a strong portfolio speaks way louder than any course certificate ever will. Thanks so much for watching. We've laid out the map for you, but that very first step, well, that one's yours. The path is clear, the tools are right there for you, and the destination is incredibly rewarding. So what part of this journey are you most excited to start? Let us know in the comments below.